Howdy people, welcome to the most consistently inconsistent transfer series on YouTube. Yeah, you have the normal people who do like transfer videos, once a week, something like that. No, I just do them whenever. So I've got to recap the last month of transfers, and we are talking about Nottingham Forest here. So that's not going to be at all easy, but sit back, relax. I'm going to get you through about the last month of transfers in about 10 minutes. Enjoy, and without further ado, let's get into this video. But before we get into it, like and subscribe. We've hit 250 subs at the time of recording, which is greatly appreciated. 50 off 300 and a quarter of the way to 1,000, which is brilliant. Hit the subscribe button and help me on the way to 1,000, really. But yeah, without further ado, let's go. So, we're going to start with the confirmed deals. Obviously, since I recorded the last one, Jesse Lingard had been confirmed, but I spoke about him as a rumour, so I'm not going to go in depth. But yeah, Lingard has signed, but I did talk about him in my last transfer video, so if you want more detail on that, check out that last transfer video. Once this one is done, of course. But the first confirmed deal is Mangala. He joined from Stuttgart for about £10 million roughly. I don't know the exact figure, but it's about £10 million. He has since made his debut against West Ham when we obviously won 1-0. He was absolutely brilliant, broke up the play very well. It looks like a very, very, very good holding midfield. Obviously, we've still got Ryan Yates to return from injury, who I do think Yates and O'Brien will be the main partnership, but still, Malanga, he made his case that he's a brilliant midfielder. Broke up play very well. Him and O'Brien bounced off each other very, very well. I think he'll be a cracking signing, and he showed that he's very much capable of playing well at this level after his performance against West Ham. The next player we've signed on a free transfer, I don't know how to say his first name. Kouyaté signs from Crystal Palace, but technically it's a free transfer. Brings in a plethora of Premier League experience. He's predominantly a holding midfielder, but he can play as a centre-half, which is what is going to be the key thing if we want to play with the back three, which looks like that's what we want to do. He could play at centre back as well. As to Crystal Palace fan, he said that he's a very good midfielder, plays very well, and I believe he's in his 30s. Won't be here for ages and ages, yet he's signed I think he signed a 3-year deal, which is surprisingly long for a player in their 30s, but still adds a lot of Premier League experience, which is crucial for the changing room, because pre to this transfer window we had two players with Premier League experience, Steve Cook and Jack Colback. So obviously we needed to bring in some Premier League experienced players, and Kouyaté brings that, and a lot of Premier League experience at that as well. The next player who has signed on the same day as Kouyaté, I believe, Emmanuel Dennis, joined from Watford. The amount of money we've given Watford is 12.5 million. The fee will rise to 20 million in add-ons. Just want to make that clear. But the fee that Watford have got right here, right now, is 12.5 million. But again, the number that most people see is 20 million. But that's what it will rise to in add-ons. I want to make that clear. He'll add a lot more Premier League experience going forwards. Obviously, we've got Awanini, who played brilliantly against West Ham, and Brennan Johnson, whose performance definitely went under the radar in the second half against West Ham. We've got those two as well as Sam Surridge, and I think Dennis, another player that was necessary for a bit of squad depth. I don't think Dennis is a bad shout. He's a very similar player to Keenan Davis, but obviously got some Premier League experience last season, scored 10 goals in a very average Watford side that did eventually get relegated. So I think 10 goals in a team that finished 19th is very, very good. And yeah, he seems like he's a similar mould to Keenan Davis, but for me he's an upgrade. And as much as I love Keenan, Dennis is a brilliant player, and I look forward to seeing him in the Garibaldi Red. Final confirmed deal at time of recording is Remo Roiler. He joined from Atalanta for about £7 million. Adds a lot more experience into the side. Swiss international, 30 years old, played Champions League football. He's been around the block. He's been there. He's done it. Another midfielder with experience. I don't know if he's got Premier League experience, but still, experience is what you need. Because we have quite a young squad, but with some of the additions, we're bringing more experienced faces in, which is what you need. You need some experience as well as youth. I don't know if he has played in the Premier League. Experienced international footballer. It's another smart addition for less than 10 million as well. Signing a player for less than 10 million in the Premier League is very smart business. I'm going to gloss over these reasonably quickly because of the outgoings. Most of them are loan deals. There's only one that I'm going to really talk about mainly. But the first outgoing is Alexander Silva. He joins Dijon on a permanent transfer. Never scored for Forest, got 1 assist. He missed 2 tap-ins against Barnsley. Yeah, he was a decent footballer, but I don't think he got enough game time, and yeah, I think it was a bit of a panic buy for me. Brian Ojeda joins Real Salt Lake on loan. Again, World Cup coming up, he wants to get game time, and I think he deserves it. When he played, he was good. It's just, who did he drop out of Yates and Garner? Richie Lorea joins Toronto on loan. He rejoins them. Again, Jack Colback just played so well in that left wing back position. You don't drop him when he's playing really well. Nuno Da Costa joins this team on a permanent basis. He's got -1 goal. He scored 1 own goal in that Stoke game. Again, bit of a... he's been looking for the exit door for a little while now. Joe Lolly joins Sydney FC in Australia. He's still good enough for the Championship, man. I would have liked to see him maybe at least till January, just get a couple of Premier League games for Forest, but it is what it is. You can understand why he maybe wanted to go, and I think I would have liked to see him maybe play 2 or 3 Premier League games for us. 4.5 years at the club. Absolute legend. Thank you, Joe Lolly. Right, we have got 3 rumours now. I imagine you could probably pinpoint the 3 rumours. We've got one big one, but I won't talk about as much because I spoke about him in another video, but I'll still speak about him. First one is Hussam Awar. A deal worth about 17 million pounds. Looked to have been accepted, and the deal looked to be progressing, but I'm unsure where we stand on it because of the Gibbs-White deal. Yeah, I mean, he's a cracking player. He was linked with Arsenal a few years ago for a lot of money. Still a very decent prospect. I say prospect, I think he's in his about mid-20s now, like 22, 23. Again, he could play that number 8, number 10 role. Good, adds more depth and a lot of quality as well. But I don't know where we stand on it because of the potential Gibbs-White deal. The next player we're linked with is Neil Morpai, an experienced Premier League goal scorer. The bid that we'd submitted and I think was accepted was about 15 million. Obviously Fulham and Everton were also interested. Proven goal scorer. His time at Brighton, he scored 26 Premier League goals in 102 appearances and got 8 assists. Again, there was a lot of question marks about how clinical he is, but Keenan Davis wasn't clinical before coming to Forest, and Cooper turning into an all-round good goal scorer and creator. I think the only question mark is we have Awanini, Brennan, Dennis and Surridge, all 4 good strikers. You don't really need a 5th. And again, it looks like it's unlikely to happen with the Gibbs-White transfer. Final main rumour being Morgan Gibbs-White. The fee has been accepted, ladies and gentlemen. A fee has been accepted. Again, it's not been like it's happening all summer. Right, I want to stress this. The bid that has been accepted is 25 to 30 million pounds. None of this 44 million. That price could be raised in add-ons, okay? If you do your research and look at the facts, that is it, okay? Last season, Gibbs-White was fantastic on loan at Sheffield United from Wolves, scoring 12 goals and getting 10 assists in 37 games. Again, he worked with Cooper at England and briefly at Swansea. He's been Cooper's main target all summer, and there's no surprise that he does want him. He's been our main target, would add absolute depth, can play centre mid, mainly attacking midfielder with Lingard as well. Again, would be a quality signing. And again, like, it's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but there is definitely a good player there, hence why Cooper wants him. I'm going to briefly touch on James Garner, because obviously we will be interested in him. Man United look wanting to sell him for about 14 million. I don't know if Forest are going to go in for him, because I want Garner back, I do. But look at the amount of players we've got in the midfield. He's just going to be sitting on the bench, and you don't want to waste his career. As much as I want Jimmy back, I don't know if Forest will, because of the amount of players we've got in that position. And Cooper isn't going to want to halt Garner's development. If anything, he's going to want to enhance it. But it's a case of how much depth we've got there. But thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and follow all the socials linked in the description. Again, don't know when the next one's going to be. I don't even know if there'll be another one. I'll probably do, obviously, a review of all of our transfers, ranking them, etc. But I don't know if there's going to be like another rumour video like this. You should be seeing this on Friday. I'm recording this Thursday evening. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. Got a few videos coming up. It's been very, very busy for me getting these videos sorted. But yes, all will be explained very soon. But yeah, thanks to 250 subs. Make sure to subscribe. Help me on the road to 1k. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Up the forest. Stay safe, peace out, and goodbye.